Hey guys, my name is Caroline Ruby and welcome back to my channel. Okay, before I get into the video, I want to apologize if there's any background noise. There's some major construction going on in my backyard, but I had to film today, so here we are. We just gotta deal with what we're given, you know? Alright, I also wanted to apologize for not uploading on Monday. I've just been so busy, guys. There's been a lot going on in my life. It's been really exciting. Been trying to live in the moment, you know? And so my upload schedule has definitely been a little bit off, but I'm currently on spring break, so I'm gonna be filming a bunch of videos for you guys this week that I'm off, and then those videos will come out every week as I'm in school, so hopefully no more delayed uploads for a couple of weeks. So in today's video, I'm going to be giving you guys a bunch of high school advice. I'm currently a senior in high school. I'm gonna graduate in, what is it, March? Less than 3 months, I am done with high school. So guys, I've lived it all. I've been through all 4 years. I've experienced some really amazing years, and I've experienced some really shitty years. So I'm gonna be giving you a full rundown on how to maximize your experience in high school, because I know that everyone says this, but it does fly by. It was like just a couple months ago, I was just a little freshman coming in, clueless on my first day, and here I am about to graduate in 3 months. So I have a whole list of stuff on my phone. I just listed off a bunch of things that I wanted to go over, making sure that you guys are completely ready for high school and you won't make some of the mistakes that I did. So here we go. I've got this split up into like 2 different sections. The first one is going to be more social focused. So that's like friends, boyfriends, parties, stuff like that. And then the second half is going to be very academic focused, like school, teachers, grades. So let's get into the social aspect, and I hope you guys enjoy this video. So the first tip that I have is less is more when it comes to friends. I went into high school with a pretty huge friend group. I think there was like 10 to 12 girls in our whole group. And you know, we all got along, but we all ended up splitting up after a while. There was a lot of drama. There was a lot of like mini groups within the bigger friend group, and a lot of us weren't as close. So throughout high school, my friend group has gotten smaller and smaller, and I would say now I have like a solid group of like 3 super close friends and then a slightly larger group of like 6, and that is working perfectly for me. I'm able to hang out with those friends consistently. Nobody ever feels left out. There's never drama, and we're all very tight with each other. It's also really important to have a smaller friend group that you know you can really trust, because I know in the bigger friend groups there tends to be a lot more drama and a lot of talking about people behind their backs, just like negative energy that you don't want to have. So definitely try to narrow down your friend group. Find people that are really good for you, bring out the best within you. You feel comfortable with them. You don't feel like you have to change anything about yourself. If you feel anxious with certain people, like feeling that you have to act a certain way or can't say certain things or can't be your authentic self, those are not the right friends for you. Find people that really bring out your best authentic self, and that's who you should dedicate your time to. Kind of piggybacking off of that, like I said, my friend group definitely shrunk a lot in high school, and it also changed a lot. Now, I know everyone says this, you don't leave high school with the same friends that you come in with, but it is 100% true. Okay, I came into high school with this group, really big group, and I kind of knew that we weren't all gonna stay together. But by sophomore year, I had a super close friend group of like 5-6 girls, and I still did not end up leaving with those girls, even though I thought we were the like most tight-knit friends ever. I thought we were never gonna break up. I thought we were a squad for life. I was like, oh yeah, all these people don't know what they're talking about. Like, we're friends forever. It happened to me too. You will most likely not leave high school with the same friends that you enter it with, and that's completely okay. That's totally normal. High school is a space where people are trying to figure out who they are, what their purpose is, what their goals in life are, who they like to surround themselves with, and people change. Like, I have a couple of friends who they do stuff now that I would have never seen them doing like 2-3 years ago. I've made a lot more friends that I never saw myself being friends with previously. Just be open-minded when it comes to people. Talk to new people, get to know new people, expand your social circle, and then find those select group of friends that are really gonna stay with you for life. So kind of along with friends, drama has a tendency to blossom in high school, especially early high school. Like, I think the most drama happened freshman and sophomore year just because of immaturity. Like, everyone's making a big deal out of nothing. Everyone always wants to know everyone else's business. Guys, by senior year, none of that matters. Like, there's rumors that go around. People will gossip, talk shit about you. You just have to learn to ignore it and move on, because people are gonna be on to the next hot topic next week. Like, if you mess up and do something embarrassing and you're freaking out, like, nobody's gonna want to be friends with me. Oh my god, I'm so weird. Like, seriously, if it's not forgotten in like 2 weeks, I would be so surprised. And you're not even gonna remember what was so embarrassing like 3 months from now. Seriously, drama does not not matter at all. Please don't take things that seriously. Go with the flow, just like mind your business, live your life. People are gonna judge you regardless of what you do, so just do what you love. If you really like art but people think you're weird for it, do it anyways. If you're like me and you like making YouTube videos but people make fun of you, keep doing it, because if you hold yourself back, the only thing that you're restricting is your own progression and success for the sake of other people's thoughts. I try to remind myself not to get in other people's heads. Like, you never know what people are thinking, so may as well just stay out of their heads and not make up scenarios about what they could possibly be thinking about you or what they think about what you're doing. Like, just live your life. Seriously, drama does not matter in high school. Like, it's so insignificant. You're not gonna see these people in 4 years. Okay, next up, onto relationships. So y'all, this is one of the biggest mistakes that I made in high school. I went into high school so obsessed with finding a boyfriend. I was like, oh my god, I just want to date, I want to have a boyfriend, I want to have like couple goals, life, whatever. I wanted to date in high school, like find the love of my life, and I was so obsessed with this idea of having a boyfriend that it like consumed everything about me. I was so boy crazy. Like, I would be Snapchatting boys all the time, going through different talking stages with like random guys, just like really trying to put myself out there. I was so desperate. But in actuality, when I finally stopped caring about getting a boyfriend and I was just focusing on myself, that's when I finally got into a relationship. Like, seriously, things come to you when you least expect it. Don't rush into a relationship and don't settle. Like, seriously, if a guy approaches you or is interested in you, but he's not up to your standards, like he doesn't have goals, he's not ambitious, he doesn't work hard, or she for that matter, if you're a guy watching this or if you're a girl watching this, whoever your love interest is, he or she or they, whatever, if this person isn't up to the standards that you had set before, don't settle just because they're interested in you. I know so many girls and guys who got in relationships with people who weren't up to their standards just because it offered them a sense of security, a relationship, something fun, but it never really lasted, and it took a lot of energy out of them because they were spending all this energy on this person who wasn't giving it back to them, who wasn't a good person. Some of these relationships ended up being really toxic, so definitely just wait for the right person, be patient. Good things are gonna come to you guys, just don't stress about it. There's so many other fun things to focus on in high school other than a relationship. You don't need to date in high school. Like, very few high school relationships last, and sure, it's fun to date around, get some experience, but only if the relationship's actually gonna be good and you guys are helping each other and not being toxic. So don't settle, keep your standards high, and don't worry about relationships. Seriously, you'll have way more fun with your friends than you could with like a boyfriend or a girlfriend. Also, along with relationships, this is very specific to freshman girls. Freshman girls, seniors do not actually like you. As exciting as it may seem that this older boy is approaching you and is like, oh, do you want to date? Like, you're so beautiful, giving you all these compliments. They're older, they're more mature, it might be cute. No, that's creepy. Please think about this. You're fresh out of middle school. You were just taking like algebra 1. These people are on their last year of high school. They're about to graduate and go to college where they're gonna be independent, living on their own, paying bills, working jobs. Like, you guys are on completely different maturity and life stages, and it is so creepy for senior guys to be approaching freshman girls. Also, think about it this way. Why would a senior approach an underclassman that young if he wasn't having trouble pulling within his own grade? Why isn't he dating a senior girl? Probably because he's weird and creepy. So be safe, watch out for yourself. If you have friends that are like getting interested in senior guys, please tell them to just stay away. It never ends well. They only want one thing. Don't give it to them. Stay safe, girlies. Okay, last part of the social thing, I'm gonna talk about parties. Now, I've been to a couple of parties in my high school career, but most of them have been in my upperclassmen stage, like junior, senior year. I don't think I actually went to any parties freshman or sophomore year. My entire sophomore year, I was on lockdown because of COVID, and I didn't go to any my freshman year. But for parties, be safe, guys, be smart. I'm not gonna say don't go to any parties, like it's part of the high school experience, but seriously, like buddy system, always keep a friend near you, always have someone that's gonna watch over you, make sure you're being safe. Try to go to parties with like a bigger group of people that you feel comfortable with. Like, don't go alone or just with like 2 or 3 people and then a bunch of randos. Like, that can be really risky, and I would never want something to happen to you that you regret later on in life. life or that could seriously hurt you. So be safe, be smart, and don't party too often because the point of high school is to go to school. So have fun on weekends, but make sure that you're still studying, getting your work done, because colleges aren't gonna look at the amount of friends you made at parties. They're gonna look at your GPA. They're gonna look at your SAT and ACT scores, the clubs you involved yourself in. So stay dedicated to school, have fun on the side. All right, next up, we are on to academics. This is everything school related, tips for getting good grades, and overall being successful in high school so that you can have the best resume ever when it's time to apply to college. As trust me, it's gonna come quicker than you think. I finished all my applications, but I'm still working on scholarship and honors college applications. It's never ending, guys. But seriously, it'll come fast, so get ready, get into it right away. Okay, first tip I have, all 4 years of your high school matter. Some people say freshman year doesn't matter and you can kind of just slack off and have fun. Some people even say none of the years matter except for your junior year. That is completely false. Colleges are gonna look at everything you did all 4 years of high school, how you applied yourself, how you grew, how you challenged yourself compared to other students. Seriously, every single year of high school matters. I took all honors and AP classes. I definitely recommend taking quite a few honors and AP classes if you can, if your schedule allows for that, because it really shows that you're taking yourself to the next level, challenging yourself with those extra hard classes, and that's gonna look really good to universities. Don't slack off your freshman year. Actually, freshman year might be really important because it sets the foundation. Freshman year, you need to learn skills like studying efficiently, applying yourself and getting involved in clubs, and making really good connections with teachers. So freshman year at my school, we didn't have any AP classes offered, so I took all honors classes, and I really tried to set a good foundation, learning how to study most efficiently so that I save more time and I can use that time to hang out with friends and whatnot. And a big thing is making really good connections with your teachers. Now, this is gonna be a whole separate point, but making connections with your teachers is so important, especially as a freshman, because then you have those teachers talking to other teachers that are gonna have you in the future, and they can be like, oh yeah, so-and-so was a really good student. Or if you screw up, they'd be like, oh, watch out for so-and-so, they screw around in class, they don't get their work done. Building a good reputation with teachers can really help you, or if it's bad, it can really hurt you in high school. And that takes me right along to my next point. Making those connections with teachers is so important. Here's an example. Student A is a really hard worker. They always participate in class. They always raise their hand. They aren't afraid to answer questions or ask questions. They talk to the teacher. They're very respectful. They turn in their work on time, and they mostly get good grades. And then student B, who maybe has decent grades, but they're always chatting during class. They're always being disrespectful. They never answer when they're called on. And overall, they just show that they don't really care about the class and they aren't respectful to the teacher. Let's say both of these students failed a recent essay. Who do you think the teacher is going to give extra credit to on that essay to help boost their grade back up? Definitely student A, because they've shown that they're dedicated, they put themselves out there, they participate, and they're respectful. If you screw around and then you mess up in school, you are most likely screwed. There's very few teachers I know that are going to be nice to someone who's disrespected them and their time. Like, for example, this year, I really screwed up in an essay. I didn't study correctly, I studied the wrong information, and I came to class unprepared and I flunked the essay. But then I talked to my teacher. I was like, dude, I really messed up. This doesn't show how dedicated I am to the class. I know the information, I just studied wrong. Is there any extra credit or anything I can do to improve my grade? And because I'm a good student and I put myself out there and I'm respectful, I was able to retake the essay and my grade got back up to normal. Teachers want you to succeed. They aren't preying on your downfall. As long as you're respectful of them and their time, they're gonna be respectful and help you. So don't be afraid to participate in class. Raise your hand, answer questions, ask a bunch of questions. Asking questions is not embarrassing, guys. You might be worried about what other people think and be like, oh, this is the dumbest question, like everyone else understands but me. Seriously, just raise your hand. No one else cares. It's better to learn the information in an embarrassing way than to go clueless and then do bad on a test or something. Okay, and then last but not least for academics, I want to talk about clubs. Freshman year is one of the best years to put yourself out there and join a bunch of clubs, because typically freshman year your classes aren't as hard as they will be like junior, sophomore year. So freshman year you can join a bunch of clubs, try out a bunch of different things, see what you like, and then pick like 2, 3, maybe even 4 clubs to really dedicate yourself to, and stick with those for the rest of your high school career. Because being consistent with clubs and sticking to one thing is going to show dedication and drive and commitment to colleges when you apply later on. Also, clubs are a really great way to meet new people. I've met some of my best friends through clubs. Sports teams too, if you're athletic or interested in that kind of thing. Join school sports, those are super fun. Show school spirit, participate participate in spirit days and things like that. And overall, just try to make your school a better place. I know personally, I kind of hated my school when I first went there because I was like, oh my god, there's no school spirit here. No one ever participates. Like, it's so boring. There's no clubs. But you have the power to change that kind of stuff. Me and my friends all started dressing up for the spirit days, and then more and more people started dressing up. I founded 2 clubs at my school, and one of the clubs I'm in is building a mental health garden in our school. We're really trying to make positive change, and then that stuff is going to live on as a legacy for the rest of the school's life long after you've left. So I think that's all I have for you guys today. If you have any questions about high school, my personal experience, any specific questions, drop them in the comments below. I will be sure to answer them. I try to answer all of my comments on every single one of my videos, so just drop any questions, comments, concerns. I will get right back to you. Give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. It lets YouTube know that this is a good video and pushes it out to more people, so then hopefully more people can be prepared for high school and just maximize their 4 years. I'll have some more vlogs coming at you guys soon. Definitely a spring break vlog. I'll vlog like tomorrow or something, and then I'll also do like a school week in the life one of these weeks coming up soon. So stay tuned for that. Click that subscribe button down below if you haven't already. I love you guys so much. I hope you have an absolutely amazing day. Good luck in high school. I know you guys are gonna absolutely kill it, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!
I'm trying to fuck iCarly.